Okay, this is a little small. Hopefully you guys can see this. I bring this up to you guys now because this is probably where they're going to try to push me. They're going to say that I belong in an industrial area because this is an industrial use. I beg you to steer away from that. This is an industrial area. This is right on Spring Hill Drive. Aviation Loop. That's completely surrounded by subdivisions. Springwood Estates, Deerfield Estates. Directly next to it is your new Target and all those businesses that surround that, McDonald's. All these residents and commercial areas are much closer than where I am. To put me into an industrial area, which they'll try to force me to do, is not fair. Also like to bring up a fact to you guys. I asked Mr. Atkins if he had attended or had a chance to go by B&F Concrete Septic Lime Stabilization Plant, which is on Jefferson Road right in downtown Brooksville. Like I stated before, it's been 20 plus years. There's not been one complaint. Their treatment facility is surrounded by a highly populated residential area. Along with that residential area is a commercial area. I believe you guys' building where you guys hold meetings, correct me if I'm wrong, is right before or behind B&F Concrete. What meetings do you guys hold there? I think you guys' engineering department or something's back there.
Public Works.
The Department of Public Works. You guys have been there before? Any of you guys? Department of Public Works is right behind B&F's lime stabilization plant. Their lime stabilization plant sits about 150 feet off of Jefferson Street. It's surrounded by a bowling alley, VFW, tire shops, and a highly residential area right across the street. As I stated before, B&F has never had a problem. I read the report that the law firm's going to submit to you guys, and I'll touch on a rebuttal with that. They made it clear that surely if B&F went and had a rezoning, that they wouldn't be allowed to expand their plant. I asked you, why couldn't they put another tank below the ground? If they never had a problem and don't have a problem now, why do they have the power to say, I don't believe that they would be approved to add a tank? It doesn't make any sense. Lastly, property values. I'd like to see the people who come in and say their property values are decreased. The Heather, Glen Lakes, Brookridge, High Point, all of these places have treatment facilities in their own surroundings. I don't think Glen Lakes is hurting for money and their residents are hurting because their treatment facility is there, nor Brookridge, or these other surrounding areas that have treatment facilities right attached to their own community. They need these. Positive impact of my project, I would be creating a lot of jobs for the county. I would immediately be opening 15 to 20 spots immediately. Our unemployment rate is around 14% right now. Our county needs jobs. I feel I meet all the requirements. I've done what you guys asked. P&Z has approved this project for zoning. Lastly, I'd like to bring to you one more thing. I'm sorry I went out of order with this. This is on Forest Oaks. This is where the proposed new health department's going to be. There's a treatment facility right here. Spray fields all attached. If you notice, this is surrounded by Berkeley Manor, Beef O'Grady's, Career Central, commercial areas, residential areas, treatment facility. I think that's important to show, again, with property values, compatibility issues. These are treatment plants that are right in the middle of Spring Hill. Lastly, as for my business goes, I plead with you guys. I need this. I have nowhere else to go. I went off my agricultural property to my commercial property. I don't know what else to do. I put everything on the line to get this project approved. I've showed you guys compatibility. I have experts here to testify to your questions. I can't call them up. They're here from the health department. Being that there's a law firm here, I would request that you guys allow them to go first to get what they have to do out of the way instead of going directly to the public first. I think that might be helpful if you guys would allow that to be. Okay? Mr. Chairman? Okay. Lastly, I'd like to make one more point before my time's up. I currently use the utilities department to dump my waste. Last month alone, and right now if you make the phone call, they're closed. Their machines are broke, which means I cannot operate my business. If my trucks are full and I can't dump them, I cannot run my business. I need to go home. I have a lot of bills and a big overhead. 5 days in the last 30 they've been closed due to their equipment failure. There's an ordinance in Pasco County that does not allow me to bring Hernando County waste to Pasco County treatment facilities. Mr. Dave Mays here, I would like to lend a hand to see if he would be nice enough to let me come to his treatment facility. I doubt it. His isn't approved. He went to a meeting to have his industrial property approved for storage tanks. Never did he mention to you guys, as on the record, about a lime stabilization plant in 2006. If you do the research, he's set up illegally. He is not approved by you guys to have a lime stabilization plant on his property. Maybe some of the other competitors would lend me a hand and let me dump my trucks. I doubt it. I have nowhere else to go. Please help me.